Hey friends, welcome back to Jenny Food and My Kitchen. I love a good road trip, and that is what we are doing here today. I am going to make a big bucket of road trip goodness. I'm talking $1 million snack mix. And to go along with that, we're gonna get that Snackle box out, and I'm gonna cut up some sausage and cheese. We are gonna put some fresh things together to enjoy as we go down the road. Let's make this. All right, friends, I've got my oven preheated to 250, and in a big bowl, I am gonna add 2 cups of a bunch of these snacks. So let's see. That is 2 cups of Cheddar Chex mix. 2 cups of Oyster Crackers. 2 cups of Goldfish crackers. 2 cups. 2 cups of Bugles, which I got a little bit more, but I kind of like Bugles. 2 cups of Cheddar Chex Cheezits. These apparently are the ones my husband likes. So there's 2 cups of those. And then for our last snack, I'm going to add 1 cup of these cute little itty bitty mini pretzels. How cute are those? They're so tiny. All right, that's 1 cup. All right, I've got all of those snacks in a bowl. I'm going to set that to the side for just a second. And in this small bowl, I am going to just add 1/3 of a cup of avocado oil. You can use vegetable or canola. I mean, I can't, but you can. 1/2 cup of just grated Parmesan cheese, the dust, as I call it. We're just gonna dump that right in. All right, the recipe says to add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, so I'm gonna do that. Now, the recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of crushed red peppers. I am not doing that because I don't want something so spicy. So I am going to swap out the 2 teaspoons of crushed red pepper for about, that looks like about maybe 3/4 of a teaspoon of cayenne. So in my mind, that won't be quite as spicy, but it will add just a little bit of kick, and I will tell you at the end how we did. So I am just gonna mix this up. And as you can see, it just kind of makes a little bit of an oily paste here. And we're just going to go on top of all those cheddar flavors. Just going to add all of that stuff that we just whipped up, the seasonings, the cheese, and the oil, right into our bowl. And then I'm just going to go ahead and just, you know what, my hands are going to work better. They always do. With my clean hands, I'm going to go in and I'm just going to get everything coated with that mix. Gonna have to mix it around quite a bit. And we're gonna put this in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, and we'll stir it halfway through. Trying to make sure that everything is evenly coated. All right, I am just going to dump this mix on a sheet pan. We'll see if we need more than 1. I think 1 will do it. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of spread this out all over this pan. And then, like I said, we're just going to put this in the oven at 250, and I will stir this at 10 minutes, and we'll go for another 10 minutes. So we'll be back as soon as it's finished. All right, friends, we are moving on to snack number 2. And for snack number 2, I have my trusty Snackle box. Now, I have used this before in a couple other videos. And today we are going to put some jalapeno cheddar summer sausage, some pickled bologna, which I don't know if that's a Michigan thing, but pickled bologna is huge in Michigan. And then, of course, I've got some Gouda cheese, which is specifically for me because that's what I love. And then my husband loves cheese curds. And then for me and another person in the car who loves olives, I am going to add a couple things of olives as well. So let's chop all this up and get this Snackle box ready. I have flipped this snack mix. Now I'm going to go ahead and just cut up this cheese. And this is the Gouda. This is like cheese that I like. I love the texture of this cheese. It's got like a real nice aged sort of nutty flavor. So that is what I'm all about. I love a good sharp or aged, interesting cheese. I don't think I've ever met a cheese I didn't like. I'm just going to dump those cheese curds right out. Now, for the most part, they are bite size, but if there are any that are just really huge, I like to cut those in half. My husband loves cheese curds. He likes fried cheese curds. He likes dipped cheese curds. So I will put quite a few cheese curds in here. We'll give those 2 spots. All right, I've got my cheese loaded and I went ahead and I added those olives. Turns out we only needed 1 little spot for olives. So I'm going to fill these each with those sausage. And like I said, the jalapeno cheddar is kind of, I mean, look at that. It's kind of spicy, which, I mean, if you haven't caught on, I would say these snacks kind of have a theme, right? All of us kind of like a little bit spicy. There is our Johnsonville jalapeno cheddar sausage. And then lastly, we are going to go in with this Bugles ring bologna. Now, ring bologna is not one of my favorites, but it is absolutely something that my husband, I mean, Super Bowl, Christmas Day, New Year's Day, he loves him some ring bologna. And he is the driver on this trip, so we definitely want to make him happy. All right, friends, our $1 million snack mix is out of the oven and it's cooling. And our Snackle box is completely full of our jalapeno cheddar summer sausage, pickled bologna, Gouda cheese, some cheese curds, and some Castle Vetrano olives. Perfect for the back seat for an entire day spent in the car. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give this a taste. Now, I did add about a cup of dry roasted peanuts just because I like peanuts in my snack mix. So, that's good. Yep. And there's the heat. Very good. Not like an overwhelming heat, just kind of like a sneaks up on you, subtle heat, which, I mean, that's what I like. I don't want something that's gonna blow my face off. But this will be perfect tomorrow as we ride. So I better get, friends, and finish packing my suitcase and get ready to go. We ride at dawn. So I'll see you next time. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'll be here when I get back.